Hi friends, I'm Jody. Welcome back to This Beaded Life, or welcome to This Beaded Life if this is your first time. So I am here today because I have another unboxing. This is from Adornable Elements, and they sent me a box to open this month, and I'm pretty excited about it. So let's go ahead and turn around and take a peek at it. I'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, I had the pleasure of working with Adornable Elements again. They are the Beads of the Month Club. They have so many different clubs that you can choose from. And I actually have a link that'll take you right there to look at all their clubs. And it is 10% off when you use the promo code Wendy10. And that 10% off is on one or all or however many of the subscriptions you want. So this month they sent me the double fire polish beads of the month club, which if you got the single, it's $21.95 and your first month would be 10% off. If you got the double, it's $37.95 and you would get 10% off that. So the double is a $50.50 value, and it's $37.95. So really good value, beautiful fire polish beads. I was so excited about this. I love a good fire polish bead. So let's just go through and see what they sent. So they also sent them in these really cool like little Tic Tac boxes. I love the little Tic Tac boxes. Those are so cool. So the first one is a green and turquoise beige matte AB donut, and it's a 6x9. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. I'm gonna hold some of these up in my hand so you can see the shine and that beautiful AB finish on there. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it when they mix like a matte and an AB together in the same bead. It really just gives it such a unique look. Absolutely gorgeous. Then next we have chalk dark green luster micro spacers. These are 2x3 millimeter. So these are really, really, really pretty. These are really nice little spacer beads or little seed beads, and they do have that really beautiful shimmery luster on it, and you get 150 of them in this little tiny box if you do the double. If you do the single, you get half that amount. So just to give you an idea, I'm only putting down like some of them. I'm not putting down all of them because I have to put them back in the container eventually. So then next we have translucent topaz pink luster round, and these are 8 millimeter and they are faceted. Look at these. There's such a beautiful pale pink, and the luster on them is super nice, sitting right on top of all those facets. It's just super sparkly, super beautiful. I love this because we get some like cool colors and we get some warm colors in this box, and it's really nice to have that assortment. Then next we have copper lined crystal drops. Oh, nope, I missed one. Okay, we have pink luster rondelles. These are 3x6 millimeters, and in the double you get 60 of them. Okay, so these are really great rondelles. They're faceted on the sides and they're flat, almost like a thicker Heishi bead. Really, really pretty. And that color is gorgeous. So this is what I'm talking about, where it's like that, it's a pink, but it's like a nice warm pink. Very, very nice color. Get a bunch of those in there, a ton of them. And then we have the copper lined crystal drops, and these are 5x7 millimeters, and you get 40 of them. Get this little guy open here. Take a look at these. All right, so these are like the clear crystal, but there is copper lining the hole. So it gives you that little burst of copper in this bead. Very beautiful drops. Okay, next we have green turquoise Apollo matte round, 3 millimeters. So you got some more little tiny ones here. pull out a few of these. And you get 150 of these little guys in this container if you do the double, but they're nice little faceted matte, and it has like that copper on the other side of it. Very, very pretty. They just want to bounce everywhere. There we go. And then next we have suede gold round, 6mm. No, I've got the wrong one. Here we go. Suede gold rosaline round, 6mm. So here it is. Very, very pretty. Look at the sparkle and the shine on the sapphire polish is amazing. And again, it's a nice warm color. This is almost like a transition from summer into fall is what this reminds me of. Absolutely beautiful. And then we have the Apollo Gold Matte Round 4mm. So these are really nice. So this is a nice like little frosty matte finish, and still very sparkly, very beautiful, and will go fantastic with all of these. So this whole thing actually looks so fantastic together. Like I would hate to like separate all these. Like I really want to make a piece with every single bead here. But this, getting your beads like this, like if you were wanting to do a fire polish box, this is a great stash builder. This is also a great way to, you know, do a project or a few projects. It's also a great way to kind of like maybe give you some beads that you wouldn't normally be able to find if you are currently a beader. It's just a great way to do it. So I love all these. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. This is a beautiful palette that they sent. And I am going to put something together that we can make together, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I am back, and as you can see, I have a little assortment of things. These are what we're using from the box. I brought some little flowers from my stash that would go well with this. And we'll probably use one for a dangle on our bracelet, and I want to make a pair of earrings with it. So I only grabbed one head pin. I don't know why. When I pause it, I'll grab another one. I have my jump rings, my crimps, my ear wires, and I have this cute little wooden bird button. So we're going to do a button closure on this bracelet. I think that'll be very sweet. This is very cute. So we're going to do that. I also have some Soft Flex in medium, and this is the champagne color. We're going to use this today. So I'll tell you how much I'm going to be cutting off here, because when you're doing one with a button, and I know some of you have seen me do bracelets with a button closure before, but there might be new people who have not seen it. So I would like to show you some details on that. So when I measure a bracelet for me, I look at my wrist, because everyone's wrist is we all have different size wrists, right? I mean, some of us I'm sure have the same size, but you know what I'm trying to say. Me telling you how much I'm cutting for my wrist is not helpful, but me telling you how much I'm adding to it for the button closure is. So this is how much I would normally cut for a regular closure, all right, which is my little tape measure out here, which would be approximately 9 to 10 inches is what I would normally cut. And I know that seems like some waste on there, but I'd rather be on the safe side. And this is 9 inches right now. So in addition to that, I'm going to add probably about another like 3 to 4 inches, probably more like 4. So my total length that I am going to cut, actually it's a bigger button, maybe we'll go in a little bit more, would be 15 inches of bead string and wire is what I am going to cut here. So I'm going to grab my cutters and we'll cut that off. So keeping in mind when I'm doing a button closure that has like a beaded loop, so that's why I'm cutting so much off. So I'm hoping I gave myself enough, because it would be really embarrassing if I didn't, and then we'd have to figure it out. But you know, things happen. Sometimes we make mistakes and then we have to figure it out and we have to fix it. So here's all the stuff we're gonna need. I have some of my crimps, like I said. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put on our button, all right? So we're just going to thread it on, but because I don't want just that boring thread sticking through the button, I think we're gonna put a little bead on it. I think that would be cute. If I can get the little bead to work with me here. All right, so I'm gonna just thread that through our little button, and see, now we got like a little bead on our bird, and it's adorable. We're gonna take our crimp and we are going to run it down and put it over top of my, it's over top of my long strand. Now we're gonna put it over top of my short strand too. And we're gonna bring that up towards the button. You wanna leave enough space for it to do like, to do this kind of number, right? But you don't want it to be too floppy either. And you maybe don't want to see the crimp all that much. So I'm putting it right there and grabbing my crimping pliers. Even though these have the little plunger on it for the crimp, I get a better grip with my crimping pliers than I do with my regular pliers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and squeeze that shut. Just like so. Okay, so now we have our button, okay? And he's really cute little wooden bird. All right, and so now from there, I do believe I would like to maybe put on just a couple of these little small ones. Just a couple, don't need very many. Just basically coming out from underneath that bird. And if we can fit both strands through there, we will. But it doesn't look like we're going to, so that's okay. We're gonna cut that off, our little tail, get rid of that. Whoops, didn't go far enough down. There we go. All right, so there is the beginning. And now we're gonna go right into stringing our bracelet. So I pulled all the ones that I was most intrigued by. Like, I love these little drops. I really want to use some of these, and I'm going to put the narrow end towards my little tiny beads. And then I thought it would be really cool to put one of these really pretty rondelles right next to it. And then put the larger end next to the rondelle too. So now we have it looks like a nice little crystal piece. We have the skinny end here, and the wider end here with the rondelle. And I think we'll go ahead and do that a couple times, but I do want to put one of these little blue beads in between. So we'll do that twice here. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day and a wonderful week. The weekend is almost here. Today is Thursday, so tomorrow is Friday, and the weekend is coming really fast. I'm still going to IKEA with my mom on Saturday. Her first time going to IKEA, so she's really super duper excited. And I'm excited just to go hang out with my mom for the day. So it'll be really, really nice. All right, so now that I have that, I think I want to kind of like lead into these really pretty turquoise beads. And I would like to do quite a few of them, but I do want to use those rondelles in between. So I think I'm just going to do like 3 of them and one of these beautiful rondelles. 3 more. And a rondelle. Let's do 3 more. And let's see where we're at. I like to kind of keep track of how this is going because that way I know when to start my loop. So it looks like it's going pretty good. I'm gonna probably want to go ahead and put my little blue bead here and start this process over here. So we're going to do the same thing as we did on that end. It's going to be a really, really sparkly bracelet. I love it. And one more. And let's put a couple of these little beads on. I think, okay, so they've sent me 3. I've gotten the Hot and Trendy, the gemstone one, and this fire polish one. And so far, I mean, I love all of them for what they are, but so far, I think that this one is probably my favorite. I'm always putting like gemstones in my shopping cart, right? Like constantly, gemstone, gemstone, gemstone. I mean, I do also grab some check glass and stuff like that too. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I don't grab a lot of fire polish beads, and I don't know why, because I really love them. I think they're gorgeous. All right, so this is where we're at, and I think we're going to do another one of these little beads here, and then we're going to start doing our loop. So the best transition is to make sure you're measuring, kind of visualize how you're going to do this. So let me show you again. So now imagine that this is going to be a loop and it's going to go around my bird, okay? So you just want to make sure you have a good transition. So for this one, it looks like these 5 beads here. And then you're going to take your crimp and you're going to feed it on, but you're not going to crimp anything yet. And you don't have to use these crimps. You can use a regular crimp, and then if you don't like the look of your crimp, you can cover it with a crimp cover. You can definitely do that. So now we're just going to feed on a bunch of these little tiny beads, like a whole bunch. And when we get to a certain point, we will measure our loop around our bird to make sure that it's going to fit well, but not be too loose or too tight. So we'll take a look at that together here. But in the meantime, we're just feeding little tiny beads on. And I do find like the small beads like this do work best. Seed beads are fantastic for this. You can use, like if you're doing like a big chunky piece, you can use larger beads to do your loop. Like if you wanted to do like a 4mm or a 5mm or something like that, you definitely can, or do like a little mix of like some smalls and just a couple big ones in there. If you're doing like a bigger button or a big chunky look. So now this is what our loop would end up looking like if I were to stop here. So you can grab it together and you can put your button through. And now it looks like it fits well, but it feels a little loose. So I'm going to take one bead off and we're going to do that loop again. All right, we're making it snug. And now this might be too tight, so we'll see. So now I'm going to put that in there. And actually, nope, that's about perfect. That's right where I'm going to want it. So that's what we're doing. All right, so now we're going to take our thread and we're going to, or our bead stringing wire, and I know it won't go through there. I don't know why I'm trying. And we're going to put it through our crimp. Don't worry about your beads sliding off away from you because you can get them back. And then we're going to pull that loop down and we're going to make sure it's good and snug because you don't want like a wimpy loop. All right, just like that. And then you're going to take your crimp and you're going to crimp it down. And if you're using a traditional crimp, throw a crimp cover on it to make it look like more like a bead. This one already looks like a bead, so I'm good to go. And then we can snip off our extra and we have our bracelet done. And here is our sweet little bird bracelet. There we go. There's our little bird bracelet. And it's being kind of a little poop. There we go. Once you get it on, it looks better. Let me put it on my wrist so you can see it. And I'll wear it while I'm working. Oh, I have a cat that wants out. So I'll put this on my wrist. I'll pause it, grab my head pins and eye pins, and we'll be back to, see, there you go. It looks much, much better when it's on. So there's our cute little bracelet. All right, you guys, hold on one second. I'll be right back. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put our dangle on. So let's do that now. All right, so what we're gonna do is there's some space over here. We're gonna hang our dangle like right in this area here. Actually, maybe I'll do it down this way. Yeah, like right in here. So I'm going to grab one of these little flowers that will match it really beautifully. And grab my round nose pliers. And we'll do a little loop. And we're gonna put it right on, okay? So right here, I'm gonna just stick it right on the wire like that. I'm gonna use my round nose pliers to hold my loop because they're really tiny. I haven't ordered any needle nose pliers yet. On my page, I had asked the question of the best brand, and I got a really good recommendation. So they're in my Amazon cart right now as we speak. I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. So wrap that right on there. And there is our little dangle on our bracelet, and it looks really, really cute. All right, so I'll put that back on and we'll make our earrings. All right, here it is with our little dangle. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so now we have some eye pins and some head pins here. And I'm kind of wanting to do probably, let me think. If I do, let me straighten it out. Okay, so let's put on one of these little beads, okay, like that. And let's do, I want to use like the same like shape. So if we do the drop, the rondelle, and another drop, like that, and then we could do I think maybe we would do this one in the middle on its own. Put another one of these on top. Actually, let me think. Because maybe, let's do this. And then this. So kind of making like a stick earring, but then maybe we could do the flower as a dangle on the bottom of it, a little eye pin, a little head pin. Let's see what this would end up looking like. So if I did that, that actually would be really cute. I feel like this is really long though, and I'm not a big fan of that. So let me think for a second. I'm struggling here because I know what I want, but I don't know how I can do it. So let's do this. Let's do this bead. Nope, got it. I got it. We're gonna do this, this, and this together. Okay, one little segment, all right? And then if we did this bead with the skinny end down, our flower, and then the skinny end up. That way we have the beads represented and our flower represented, and I think that would be pretty. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So here we're gonna do a simple loop. Grab my round nose pliers and roll that back. Make a nice little loop. Then here we'll do a wire wrap loop. And we're just going to close it up because we can hang it from the eye pin. Okay, straighten that loop out a little bit. Trim off our little tail that we don't need and we don't want. Make sure there's nothing pokey sticking out. And then let's just open up the bottom here. Hang that on. I don't think we're even going to need jump rings. And then we can open this up. Put this on our ear wire. I'm almost out of lever bags. These are my last 2 gold lever bags. I need to get on the ball and order some more earring findings. All right. So here is one of our earrings. And then let's go ahead and make the other one real quick, now that I know exactly what I'm doing. So let's put this one on, this rondelle, and one of these. Let's do our simple loop. It's always the first earring that takes you just a little bit longer because you're trying to figure out exactly how you want it. And then once you're done with the first one, the second one goes like so quick and easy. Okay, and then we can do our bottom, which is a drop, skinny side down, and our flower. And I'm trying to hang the flower the same way on both. And then this drop, skinny side up. Okay, let's do our wrapped loop. And then let's close up that loop because we don't need it open. Okay, straighten our little loop out a little bit. Clip off our tail. So I'm entering like a whole new world for myself. I'm actually getting tax documents together for my business because I'm going to be earning some money, some funds through YouTube and various other things. And I figured I better make sure that I have all my ducks in a row for Uncle Sam. And so I'm getting all that together, and it's been fun. I can tell you that that's not the fun part of doing this, but it's necessary, especially if I want to do more down the road. So I definitely want to make sure I'm prepared. All right, so there's our earrings. Here's our little bracelet. I will put those earrings on for you in just a second. I'll be right back. Okay guys, here are the earrings, and I think they turned out really, really pretty. I'm glad that I ended up doing them that way. The length is about chin length, so not super long, but if it's still too long for you, you can absolutely shorten it and still get the same look. And then here is our bracelet again, cute little birdie, our little flower dangle, just a really pretty simple bracelet. So I hope you guys like this one. Again, if you're looking to get this fire polished double beads of the month kit, or any kits, like look at all their kits and explore. They have all kinds, you guys, so many different kinds. And that link is in the description right below this video. And don't forget, really important, that promo code is good off of one or all of the ones that you choose for your first month. So it's a great deal. All right, guys, I will talk to you all soon. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night, and sending all my love to all of you down in the South, anyone who's affected by Hurricane Milton and Hurricane Helene from before. My love and prayers are going out to all of you. So many blessings to you, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.